All right, friends, we back with another video on Jason Blaha Strength and Fitness, the gym lifting fitness slave. And let's see what he says here. What training 7 days a week it taught me about overtraining. Oh man, 7 days a week. Yes, factory worker. No rest at all. Okay.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I thought I would chat with you guys a little bit.
Hey everybody, it's me, Jason Blaha here. My old body is falling apart.
About something I thought was interesting because a few years back I did a thing to where
He found it interesting that working out 7 days a week breaks proteins down. It doesn't build up proteins. Yeah, well, this is a window for protein synthesis. It's also a window for protein breakdown. He's just breaking down more proteins that are being broken down on a daily basis. Remember, proteins are being broken down and they're being built up. So you're always in a flux of breaking and building. But if you go to the gym, you're breaking down more proteins now, and that can emanate for the next 1, 2, even to 3 days. It could still be breaking down. And you're like, well, I'm going back to the gym to break down even more proteins. Hey, I'm getting smaller, guys. What's going on here? Why am I getting smaller? why am I working out and getting smaller? I'm losing muscle. What's going on here, guys? What's going on here? Oh, you didn't know protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought my bagels and my two raw eggs that I'm eating, my two rotten eggs, my bagels, my little Cocoa Puff, my Lucky Charms cereal was gonna do it for me, in the milk and everything. Oh shit, you mean those exosomes in pasteurized milk, that crappy gross milk that we eat, that shit slave food milk they give us? Can fucking destroy me too, give me tumors and a whole bunch of other shit too, and cancer? Fuck, what am I still drinking milk for? I'm not a child anymore. What the fuck? Damn, I don't need those excessive amount of exosomes that milk has. It's gross.
I maxed out every day.
Doesn't he drink milk? He drinks milk, right? Yeah, man. That's why the people are asking, what's that growth on his back? Somebody asked me that on my channel. You want to know what that growth is? That's fucking a type of tumor growing. It's because of the milk. It does that.
Right, I did a training max rotating lifts conjugate style, followed by large amounts of 10 plus rep sets. Okay, do you guys remember that? And it was so
Yes, I remember that. You're overtraining all the time. You're damaging muscles. Remember that too with the elastic bands. I'm damaging muscles, bro. We're damaging. Oh yeah, you're damaging every single day. I don't know what kind of damage you're getting. Is it oxidative, hypoxia, akaxia? What kind of damage is it, bro? I don't know what kind of damage you're creating. There's a micro traumas. What is it?
times, I was averaging maybe 20 work sets every day. I did an upper lower. And I got
One guy tried to convince me that that hypoxia and like fucking oxidative stress to an inflammation is gonna build a muscle. Just because you get inflammation, you could be adapted to getting inflammation. It's kind of a wearing out. You're worn out, but that doesn't mean you got any micro damages or traumas to the muscle fibers. One guy's like, hey man, these things they confuse to the nuclei, they confuse to the myofiber, myonuclei confused there, without damage. No, it can never fuse without any damage. There has to be some sort of damage, whether it's myotoxic poisoning or some shit, where there's a necessity, it's necessitated to donate its nuclei, the satellite cell, but it always goes with damage. Because remember, satellite cells are quiescent. The only time they ever activate if there is damage. Now, they will tell you in science that they could proliferate, but that doesn't mean that they're going to differentiate. One guy tried to convince me that they could fuse to a myofiber without any damage. No. They can't fuse because they didn't donate their nuclei. If they donate a nuclei, it means they can fuse to that myofiber where there is damage there. But I can't tell you what kind of damage that is. But even if you were to get it, depending on what type of damage, you got these nuclei. What good are they if protein synthesis doesn't exceed that breakdown? You'll never see them. You'll only see them under a microscope. Duh.
Pretty dang strong doing that, right? I mean, we deadlifted up in the 600s, hit a 350 something close grip bench, right? And I was also doing bizarre stuff at certain points. They were like,
I like how he says, I was doing bizarre stuff. 350 badge, this, that, this, that. This guy's mentally sick, man. This is mental illness at its height.
I'm just going to do pull-ups every day on top of it, right? We did all sorts of stuff.
Have you ever seen a mentally ill person in their garage, like literally destroying, aging their body, destroying it, lifting? I gotta lift because I don't work in a factory working hard, so I gotta work in my garage hard for free. For YouTube, man. Yes, this is very entertaining to watch some guy working in his garage like a factory worker, lifting shit all day. Give me a break, man.
Did all sorts of stuff like that. And
I don't know why bodybuilding's so popular. It's not the lifting part. It's just they found out that people are so daft that they want to see them lift in the gym. But the majority of people, they want to see the aesthetics. That's why they're watching. They're watching to look at the changes in the body, the aesthetic look, the posing on the stage. And that's why it's so exciting. That is the part in powerlifting it's left out. In powerlifting, they just lift a weight and they look like shit. There's nothing there. But in bodybuilding, you get stronger, you get bigger, and you look better. You understand me? You got the whole stage. You got everything, all the stages of everything that you want. Well, powerlifting, that's why people drop off. Eventually, they try to exceed certain limits in lifting. They destroy their body, and then they all drop off the planet Earth, off the face of the planet. Yeah, they're all gone. Where are they after 25? These guys, these so-called powerlifters. Oh, yeah, some stick around still. They're young like Larry Wheels. But he's getting old, too. That's why he keeps saying, I got to go into arm wrestling because that's long-lived. That's long-lived, the sport. I can't be doing powerlifting the rest of my life. No, you can't. Your body is going to get old eventually. It's not going to repair like it did when it was younger. The repair mechanism, it becomes old because the aging process is now moving at a very crawl space. It's crawling now, really slow. You understand me? But it seems like it's getting faster. You're aging slower, but you're deteriorating faster. Get it? You're aging slower, but you're deteriorating faster. Your whole ambition is trying to reverse this deterioration. I put it up before I did videos on it. It's called Satellite Cell, Use It or Lose It. Read that. They explain to you how to regenerate. Look, people say, how do you regenerate skin? It's easy. You could use a microneedling on your skin, on your face. So you microneedle your face, that causes damage. That causes a regeneration of your skin. Yeah, okay, so how do you regenerate muscle? Well, you want to cause these micro traumas to it so then it can regenerate. You understand me? Yeah, that's how you regenerate muscle, and bone comes along with that. But it can't be done often. It's something you want to do periodically. You understand? If you do anything too often, then you're actually degenerating. You're degenerating and you're deteriorating and you're accelerating aging. But if you do things periodically, then you can regenerate. That's the difference. But you're all so busy. You don't understand. Gotta lift a heavy weight. Gotta do this. Gotta do that. You're all mentally sick and ill out there. Do you understand? You're mentally sick and ill. You don't understand anything, man. How the world works. Oh, these bodybuilders and this is they lift for they're not strong. They live for looks and all that. No, they're strong. Bodybuilding is better than powerlifting because there's more modalities involved there. That's why it's more popular. Duh. Why do you think it's all everything fucking Arnold or exhibition, the Olympia? It's all around bodybuilding. All of that shit without bodybuilding, none of that strongman stuff and fucking powerlifting would exist without bodybuilding. Do you understand, you idiots out there? It will not exist without bodybuilding because it's a more popular fucking sport. Oh, they went on stage and they looked pretty. They went on stage. That was one of the steps. But they had to lift to get there, you fucking moron. They had to lift a fucking weight and eat a bunch of food and do a bunch of shit to get there. Fucking idiots.
Essentially, I train for hours every day.
Did you know it's actually possible to become...
That's like Blaha fucking.
And that taught me a lot of...
That's like Blaha. How he was fucking putting down bodybuilding all the time. Remember, guys? Gay for pay, this, that. These fucking bodybuilders. This fucking bodybuilding. All this fucking shit, everything. Because he's so fucking jealous. Because they're fucking strong. They're built. They look good. They perform on stages. It's a 3-part stage fucking shit that's going on there. And they're popular. And what is powerlifting? What is powerlifting? Nothing. Get it? A waste of time.
About overtraining. And again, when I look back, I made pretty decent gains during that time. It's just the time commitment.
You made absolutely no gains. You made nothing. You have nothing to show for your gains. You're like these guys that say, hey man, I worked hard all my life at the factory for minimum wage. And then the people ask them, where's your money? What did you do with your money? Where's your money? Where's your money? Nothing. They don't have any money. Get it? Because they didn't make anything. You understand me? They were stagnated like you, motherfucker.
Itself is ridiculous, and I think it started to become a problem at about 6 months.
Christ, look at those man boobs on him. What the fuck? Got boobs, bro.
Right?
I mean, here's the thing. He's just puffy. He's puffy right now because that's the inflammatory. He's inflaming his muscles because he's in an adapted state. They're inflaming. Like I said, I can't tell you that damage is oxidative. It's hypoxia. He's an idiot, a moron. He's still overtraining. So he's coming in, he's a factory worker. And so he's got this inflammatory response, and then he's got the glycogen loading. So he looks puffy here too. The glycogen, and the pump, which is transient. It's transient. That's why you see Sam Sulek always taking off his shirt after he works out, and he goes, look at the pump. Isn't it amazing? Look at the pump. Look at the pump. Okay. The pump is transient, and so is the inflammatory response. It may last a day, maybe 2. Sometimes depends if you get muscle damage, that there is an inflammatory response there too. But you're going through a period of remodeling. But you could confuse that with, well, I look so big for the next couple of days because I'm inflamed. My muscles are inflamed. So you walk around, you get addicted to inflaming the muscles instead of trying to grow them by eating. Eating grows muscles. It regenerates you. It does a lot of stuff for you. Food.
Now, what was happening at that time, the only deloads I got, I did kettlebell work and bands because I had a long-distance relationship, and I would go fly to see my girlfriend about every 7 weeks or so. So outside...
What girlfriend? You went to go see your boyfriend? He fucking did deloads. Deloads. The fuck is that stupid shit?
After that, I trained every...
Factory workers do deloads. You know what they're called? A day off of work. A day off of the job, you moron.
single day. And then I just did light pump work while going to visit her for, about 5 days at a time.
I love this. I was doing pump work 5 days out of the week when I was visiting. I was doing pump work. Listen to this guy talk, man. Pump work.
And then when I would get home, it would be right back to the rotation.
What do you think he's doing right now in his garage? Pump work.
But I did this for months. I did this for like half a year. And I got stronger. I got bigger.
You didn't get stronger. You got better at lifting those weights. Yeah, you didn't get bigger. You got fatter. That's what you got. You got fat.
And that was the interesting thing. Is when I look back in retrospect, look how long it took me to reach a state to where I saw signs of overtraining. And I think this says a lot about volume tolerance, depending on what you're doing with your life and your lifestyle and everything else.
Volume tolerance, yes. Your body tolerates a lot of stuff that you're doing to it. The abuse that you're doing to your body, it has to tolerate it. Yes.
So again, it was fascinating. And in retrospect, I have to look at it and go, why did I run into...
And you want to know how it tolerates it? By accelerating that aging, bro. Making you look old like a motherfucker. That's why you look... Motherfucker, when I show your pictures, bro, to my friends... They think you're like 65, 70. They think you're like 70 years old. My friend told me yesterday, go, who's this guy Blaha? And I showed a picture of you, and he goes, whoa, how old is he, 70? And I go, no, he's 46. And he goes, what the fuck? 46? He looks like he's 70. Jesus, you look like a friend that I know too. A Greek guy. He's like 70 now. You look like him, man. You guys look the same.
Problems. Was it the maxing all the time? I mean, keep in mind, guys, we were doing 7 training maxes a week. And they were hard stuff. It was doing squat and deadlift variations every other day.
Yeah. You were working hard in the factory, lifting boxes all day. Look at your knees. Look at the drooping there on the knees and everything. You look drooped.
Some sort of press variation.
I love that puffy look you got from the carbohydrates. Yeah, man.
Every other day, floor presses, bench.
Have you seen that picture of the red spots on his legs? Holy shit, man. He's got fucking psoriasis all over his legs. He's wearing socks now. I don't know, maybe it's to cover up the bottom part, but they were all over last time. There's a picture on his fucking channel showing his legs. They're like, the fucking shit's all over it. I think that Blaha autism guy has it on his channel. Actually, I would have posted it. Maybe I'll post it. I don't know. Fuck it. Yeah, I think it's Blaha autism or some shit. Hold on. I think it's this guy, Archive. Yeah, Archive. I can't remember exactly. He showed Coach's legs. Look at Coach here. Look at that stomach, those boobs. There's ugly food. There, look at his feet. This is Coach's feet right there. See that? Coach has these things on he's got these diseases. You want to know what they're from? Eating plants, bro. Yeah.
Benching with different bars, bands, chains.
Plants are toxic. They're poisonous. That's what they cause. They cause these things. Oxalatic acid, oxalate dumping. Yeah, oxalate crystals. They form everywhere in your joints and shit and everything. It's fucking nasty plants, bro.
Right? And we know that hitting maxes with bands and chains is harder because we end up with more peak load.
Yeah, bands and chains, peak load, yes.
So more total. Most many of my clients only do 10.
Yes, we don't want to build our body bigger, better, stronger, and faster. So we could equate to strength, power, speed, and performance and carry it over to every kind of sport. No, we want to do bands and chains and bands and stay in a gym forever, lifting hell. We don't want to do anything with it. We just want to lift continuously because we're fucking mentally ill and sick in our fucking brain.
Work sets a week. We do really hard sets.
Yeah, hard sets.
Potentially making small.
We do hard sets in our garage here. Fuck, because we're so fucking deranged, get it? We fucking hate sports. We can't perform in sports because we're so shit. We just stay in our garage pretending that we'll carry it over. We'll pretend. We'll keep lifting and we'll say that, yes, we can carry it over, even though we haven't carried over shit, jack shit. Have you ever seen your coach run down the fucking street? Never.
Amounts of more gains. Very small amounts.
Your coach can't run. He can't do gymnastics. He can't play soccer. He can't play basketball. He'd be winded if he fucking did any kind of sport. Can you imagine fucking Coach Blaha playing a fucking sport? Fucking sprinting, skiing. Fuck, does he ever go skiing or even ice skating? It's wintertime, man. It's wintertime. When I get back, I'm gonna go fucking ice skating, bro. Like, think about it. Ice skating, bro. Like, I mean, like, literally, like, fucking winter sports and shit and enjoying yourself. What good is all this lifting if you can't fucking enjoy your life? Just stay in a garage like this mental idiot?
Additional gains from all this work.
Additional gains from all this work. There's no gains from working. There's no gains. No factory worker ever got any gains from working. I'm sorry, bro. Lifting heavy boxes all day.
But we also look back historically
And they're actually lifting for 6 hours a day.
at a lot of the really old school lifters used to train like that. Some of the golden era guys. I mean, they trained all the time.
Yeah, old school lifters, this, that, fuck off.
Just at least small stuff. They weren't right. And as long as you're not doing a bunch of cheat rap diets and things, and since you're just burning through extra glucose, you're training extra glucose storage.
Yeah, you're burning extra glucose, you're storing extra glucose storage. Yes, these are so important.
Again, what's this going to potentially do?
He turns clients into lifting slaves like him. He's a lifting slave. He's looking for lifting slaves out there. He's got 2 slots open, guys. Are you ready? You ready to join, guys? Come on. Don't fucking be cheap, man. Open that purse, pull out that money, and join your fucking coach here. 2 slots open still. Coaching, couple of $100, so he can make you into a goddamn lifting motherfucking slave, broski.
For metabolic health.
Yes, metabolic health, yeah, sure.
Right? Just going to potentially be for conditioning.
Yes, conditioning, yes. Stop eating those candy bars and you'll be conditioned.
Stuff to think about. Parts, turning wrenches, all this stuff all day long. A lot of them had ridiculous grips and forearms. Even their hands were thick.
Yes, their hands were thick, ridiculous forearms, this, that. Meanwhile, it's all filled with fluid.
These are guys who,
Yeah.
this is how a lot of them ate.
Yeah, but it's not you, though.
So they weren't necessarily lean, but a few of them were. Right, a few of them were. And some of the ones that were actually,
Whatever.
it's not going to work. But when you
Man, watching this is just as bad as watching that Puppet Fear guy.
start looking at some of that stuff, even the manual labor type situations, or technically
Yeah, manual labor, bro, yeah.
skilled labor in that case, but it's still a strong manual component. It really is a lot of volume. It is a lot of sub-failure volume.
Yes, it's a lot of labor work volume. When you're cutting grass and fucking doing like landscaping, these heavy jobs, construction and shit, everything, factory working, like labor jobs, they're very intensive. Yes, very labor, yes, intensive, and a whole bunch of other shit. Yeah, man. I don't see too many people getting big out there. I mean, depending, right? So some people, yes, construction, depending on the heavy work they're doing. 6 hours a day is a lot. Your body's taking a lot of abuse, and they eat a lot. They go home, their mamas make food for them, their wives, because that's why they're working so hard, to have a wife.
All right? But
Yeah.
plenty of the younger guys who are lower level bodybuilders at the gym who fancy
See, he loves bodybuilders. The younger guys, lower level bodybuilders at the gym. He's infatuated by bodybuilding now. He's infatuated because he was wrong. He woke up and he said, fuck it, powerlifting sucks. I was wrong. I gotta do bodybuilding. I gotta look good. There's nothing wrong, guys, with having an aesthetic look, guys. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course not.
themselves bodybuilders or aesthetic type
Bodybuilders, the aesthetic type, because that's the way to go.
guys. There were definitely some who looked like that. Okay?
Everybody wants to look like a bodybuilder. Like Ronnie Coleman said, everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but ain't nobody want to lift no heavy damn ass weight. See what I mean? But the truth is, you don't need to lift a heavy damn ass weight. You need to eat be in an anabolic growth state like he did. Look how much fucking Ronnie Coleman ate, but he took drugs as well. But he still ate a lot to put on a lot of weight. Yeah, even though it was fake. All of it was fake, because look at him. He's skinny and small. It was fake muscles.
Just pointing that out. And yet they didn't overtrain. And I think, again, a lot of it comes down to calorie intake, nutrition, sleep, and not pushing and destroying muscles when you're doing it, destroying tendons and joints. Okay? No.
You're wearing out your tendons and joints and a bunch of other shit.
Knowing your limits. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative.
It wasn't informative, definitely, yeah. Too informative for me, but it wasn't really. See you in the next one, friends. Don't you think about that, like, subscribe, support the channel. Ciao, friends.